are back. We are ready for more racing action as we got the beautiful super late models live from Martinsville Speedway. These drivers ready to rock and roll here from the paperclip. Let's get it, baby. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the follow button. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, chat. Woo! Oh! Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a ton of fun. Woo. Practice coming to a close. These drivers jumping out onto the racetrack, ready to rock and roll here for their qualifying effort as these drivers are going to get ready to rock and roll and get ready to go to battle here in this one. Martinsville Speedway, the paperclip, the home of today's contest. These drivers ready to rock and roll, ready to go to battle here in this one. Woo. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun, chat. This is going to be a ton of fun. Welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll. We're going to make sure everything is good to go. Everything is ready to rock and roll here in this one. Let me make sure. Artificial love on to escape the pain. Feel my pain. Oh, my boy, Tommy Wheeler. Tommy coming in, showing the love. What's good, Tommy? How are you? Tommy coming in, dropping that thumbs up. Clifford Bellamy coming in with that like on the stream as well. What's good, Clifford? Good clip. Cliff, Tommy, how you guys doing? Coming in, showing the love here in this one. Mr. Wheeler coming in with that share as well. We're getting ready to rock and roll. We're getting ready to battle here in this one. The Ben Schneider Farms BC Racing, number 79 ride is getting done his qualifying effort. You see the 19 ride out there on the racetrack as well. That's Preston Williams looking to have himself a good run here in that Bulletproof Motorsports 09 laser engraving machinist. We're looking to have some fun here in this one. This is going to be a great time, a lot of great racing action. This is going to be a very, very good time. We got to change the name here as well. This is the Bulletproof Motorsports Series. There we go. Quickly get that changed up. See Jared Hughes out there in the JP Designs number 98 ride. He was looking to have himself a good run. Right now, second here in qualifying. Will Klein going to go for a spin here on the front stretch out of quarter number 4 is the 5 ride in position number 5 in qualifying. The 09 laser engraving. Raggedy Ranch number 36 ride out onto the racetrack. That is Joshua Ely getting ready here for his qualifying run as he's going to jump up into third. But now it is the Bulletproof Motorsports JP Designs 09 laser engraving number 91 of Tyson Pankow. Pankow is going to jump up and he's going to get that pole position as of right now in this one. So the 91 ride quickest here in qualifying. Aaron Benschneider in the BC Racing. Number 44 ride looking to jump up here, maybe jump and knock that 91 ride off the top of the speed charts here in this qualifying run. So all these drivers looking ready to rock and roll. My boy Justin Ward. My boy Justin coming in with that heart reaction. My boy Tommy Wheeler coming in with the exclamation mark followage with the 701 days of being a follower. Absolutely insane, Tommy. Absolutely insane, my boy. 700 days. 701 days of being a follower. That is absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let's get some huge hashtags. Tommy's up in the chat here. Hashtag Tommy up in the chat for my boy Tommy Wheeler. Man, that is absolutely insane, brother. 701 days. 701 days of being a follower. Absolutely insane. My boy Ty Dickinson. Sweet T-Gang in the house. Ty coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream as well. With the exclamation mark followers with the 599 days of being a follower. He's right there. Almost 600 days. 600 days tomorrow of being a follower here on PeaceMaker Gaming. That's crazy, too. 600 days, Ty. Absolutely insane, brother. Absolutely insane. It's insane, too, that I keep giving Ty permissions here to be the freaking moderator, one of the moderators of the channel, and for some reason he can't accept them or something. I don't know what's going on. 599 days of being your bestie. Oh my gosh. You know what? We'll round up to 600. Maybe there was a day there where you were watching and you were my bestie, but you didn't know it before you even followed. It's a possibility. You know, it's a possibility. But feels like a lifetime. Feels like a lifetime. Those 599 days, you and Bryce have really made those stretch out for for what feels like a lifetime. I'm going to tell you the stress you guys put me through. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. 599 days of absolute awesomeness. As we're going to get ready here, qualifying coming to a close. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing in this one as these drivers loaded into the sim and ready to rock and roll here. Qualifying coming to a close. We're going to get ready for 100 laps of racing action around Martinsville Speedway as that sun's starting to set. The lights are going to be coming on, and the action, all the fun is about to be had here in this one. Is this going to be a good time? This is going to be a lot of fun, Chad. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a grand old time here in this one. We're going to have a good time here. Make me a damn moderator. Can't figure out why it doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work for you. I've sent it like 7 times. Like, gotta delete them, resend them, delete them, resend them. Still doesn't let you. Let me see options. No, I can find support or report, and I can block you from here. I gotta go to a different page and send you the moderator abilities again and see if it'll work again for you. If not, you might have to just like create a fake account or something, Ty, or something. Maybe I can give you like permissions on that account instead of this account. I'm not sure. Very interesting though. Nice Devontae Smith with a TD catch. I need Smith to get a bunch of more points here for me to be able to win my pool, my fantasy draft this week. Oh, Armour with a couple catches too, getting a bunch of points. I did not need to see that late in the game. That's a big uh-oh for me there. Would have been nice if he didn't get those points late in the game, but we'll take it. He's got a couple players. He got 2 Herberts left. I got Minnesota defense tomorrow night. Minnesota defense needs to be absolutely unreal. I'm talking like 3 or 4 pick six. I'm talking like a lot of sacks and like no points on the board for Chicago tomorrow is what I need Minnesota to do. What I need Minnesota to do tomorrow for my NFL fantasy draft. You know, that's what I need. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Qualifying has come to a close. These drivers are loaded up and ready to rock and roll here. Starting on the pole in the 91 ride, it is the Bulletproof Motorsports 09 Laser Engraving JP Designs number 91 ride. That is Tyson Pankow. To his outside in the P61 is the JP Designs Bulletproof Motorsports 09 Laser Engraving ride. That is Josh Peacock. Starting in position number 3 in the 19 ride is another one of those Bulletproof Motorsports JP Designs rides. It's the 09 laser engraving machine of Preston Williams. To his outside in the Raggedy Ranch 09 laser engraving number 36, that is Joshua Ely. Starting in position number 5 on the racetrack in the BC Racing, it's the Ben Schneider Farms number 44 of Aaron Ben Schneider. Is outside in the JP Designs number 98 ride, that is Jared Hughes. And starting down in position number 7 in the 79 is the Carnegie Towing and Repair BC Racing Ben Schneider Farms number 79, that is Ryan Carnegie. To his outside in the Al's Auto Incorporated number 12 ride, that is Eric Eichstad. Starting in position number 9 in the final row here of this one, it is the BC Racing Ben Schneider Farms number 73 ride usually, but it's a different ride. It's the 161 ride of Tyler Carnegie, and to his outside in the 09 laser engraving Bulletproof Motorsports number 5, that's Will Klein. 10 drivers ready to rock and roll here for 100 laps of racing action around Martinsville Speedways. We're at the paperclip for a great race here tonight. As quickly the 91 ride is going to see that green flag, so we're going to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation in Tyson Pankow door-to-door here with Josh Peacock down into corner number 3. The 91 ride trying to roll right against the inside curbing here around the corners, but a good job by Josh Peacock. As they go door-to-door down across the start-finish line, Tyson Pankow and Josh Peacock front of the field. Here comes Preston Williams, slowly but surely poking his nose into that battle at the front. Looks like the 61 ride going to fall in line. He's going to jump back into position number 2 here behind that 91 ride. Pankow getting a good launch there off corner number 4. He is our early race leader. Things are bound to change those. We got a lot of fast drivers, a lot of great talents out there on the racetrack. ready to rock and roll and ready to go to battle in this one. Preston Williams right there in third. Josh Ely there in position number 4. Jared Hughes, Aaron Benschneider, Eric Eichstead, Tyler Carnegie, Ryan Carnegie, and Will Klein bringing up the rear of the field here in this one. I don't know if anyone's been to Martinsville Speedway in real life in the chat, but man, I've heard nonstop throughout my life watching NASCAR about these Martinsville hot dogs, you know, and one of these days I'm going to head to this racetrack in real life. I'm going to have myself one of those hot dogs. Apparently they're super cheap and really big, and you know, I'm a cheap guy and pretty fat, pretty big myself, so I need some food. I need some hot dogs, and they sound real good right now as Josh Peacock making the move here as he jumps down low and makes that pass down through corner 3 and 4 to take the lead as we get a new race leader here at Martinsville Speedway. It's Josh Peacock out in front. Tyson Pankow now up into position number 2. Preston Williams there in third, and our first caution flag is gonna fly. My boy Tommy Wheeler says, been working like a dog lately, brother. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do, my boy. Working hard. There's nothing wrong with working hard and, you know, getting, you know, lots of work in, getting that paycheck, making that bankroll. Ain't nothing wrong with that, my dude. Ain't nothing wrong with that, homie. We love to hear that. We love to hear that. We love to see that, and love to see you up in the chat as always, brother. Whenever you get time to get in here, it's always good to see you in the broadcast here as we'll get a look back and see what happens to Eric Eichstead in this 12 ride. As he sends it down into corner number 1. Looks like the rear end. Oh, it looks like it gets up onto the banking there. Just loses it coming out of the corner, and it's going to go around, wash down to the inside wall. Some pretty heavy damage there on that Eichstead Wraps number 12 machine. We'll get another look at it. We'll jump right on board here with this number 12 machine and see what he sees here from the cockpit as he sends it in corner number 1. Comes in high, tries to cut down the racetrack. We see the rear end already stepping out, gets into that curbing there, and then it looks like that car completely out of control down through 1 and 2, and unfortunately goes around in some pretty heavy damage early on here for Eichstead as we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Lance Brantlinger coming in, dropping that like on the stream. What's good, Lance? Lance coming in, showing the love. Brian Taft coming in, dropping that thumbs up as well. How are you, Brian? How are you, Lance? Coming in, showing the love here in this one. Some good racing action once again here this evening as these drivers all duke it out, all battle, and all continue to keep on putting some good laps up on the board here. And right now, the neck-and-neck battle between that 61 and 91 ride, Tyson Pankow and Josh Peacock. Been pretty much door-to-door here throughout this race, and slowly but surely that 61 ride of Josh Peacock has been able to jump up and take this lead away. He looks to hit that Geico restart zone and launch out of corner number 4 to quickly clear that 91 ride of Tyson Pankow. Pankow going to see a hole and some contact. Preston Williams trying to hang on to it. The caution flag is going to come back out as Williams almost going around there. A great save here out of the 19 ride. I'm not sure how he saved that thing, but somehow or another he got through the corner after a little bit of contact with Jared Hughes, and he kind of just drifts it around, gets into the banking there a little bit. Unfortunately, a little bit of nose damage possibly to the 98 ride and maybe to the 19, hitting that concrete barrier down there on the inside, that concrete banking down there. The white and red stripes is never very fun to hit, but man, what a save out of this number 19 ride as Jared Hughes just gets in there a little bit too deep, gets right into his back bumper right there, and unfortunately just sends the 19 ride sideways through the corner. Look at this thing, kicked out sideways. He's got her counter steered, trying to drift her through the corner, and does a great job doing it and keeping it out of the wall and keep it pointing in the right direction. Unfortunately, NASCAR going to quickly throw the caution flag there as all these other drivers coming into that 19 ride spun sideways on the racetrack. We'll stack them up, rack them up, get ready to do it all over again. What's up, son? What's up, Carson? What's good, my boy? Carson coming in, showing the love with that like on the stream with that heart reaction. Tanner Lyon coming in with the like as well. What's good, Tanner? Tanner, Carson, Brian, Taft, Lance, all coming in, showing the love. Smashing those reactions. I appreciate y'all coming in, showing the love here in this one. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that follow button. Or if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we're going to get ready to set them back loose here in this one. Josh Peacock looking for another big restart out of that P61 machine. These laps continue to get clicked down lap by lap by lap. Whether we're under the green flag or the caution flag, they continue to get clicked off the board. And that's going to make it tougher and tougher for some of these drivers deeper in the field to jump up there and make some moves to try to get maybe a win here this evening. We did see, I do believe that was the 161 ride of Tyler Carnegie getting up into the outside fence there ever so slightly. Down the backstretch going into corner number 3 here under caution. We saw some white smoke puffing out of that car, but doesn't look like any tire rubs. Looks like he's going to be able to keep that car pointing in the right direction. Back there in position number 6 is Josh Peacock out in front, looking to run away with this one. Some contact deeper behind him here. Aaron Benschneider, unfortunately, going to go around Jared Hughes right there, parked with him on the bottom side of corner number 4. And the caution flag going to come back out here quickly in this one is Aaron Benschneider having a good run up into position number 4, looking for more. Looks like the 90, oh, it looks like he has to get checked up there. Checks up for the 36 ride of Josh Ely, and unfortunately the 98 ride, Jared Hughes couldn't get checked up quick enough, gets into his back bumper, helps that 44 ride go around and gets parked right there into the side of him as we'll jump right on board here with Jared Hughes. We're going to jump right on board to the nose here and get a good look as he heads down into corner number 3 and 4 here. He makes that contact with the Carnegie Towing and Repair EC Racing ride right there, and of course they're going to spin him around, going to get right in there, check his rear diff fluid, and a good look there at the door panel of that 44 ride. Unfortunately for his paints, for some reason it's coming up as the double 44 on that thing, but we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. We'll try this one all over again. My boy Jake Stefanski. Jake coming in, showing the love, dropping that like on the stream as well. What's good, Jake? Jake coming in, showing the love here in this one. Man, some great racing action here this evening. Already one big broadcast in the books there as the Outcast Racing League went to battle, duked it out here throughout the evening. Now we see the Bulletproof Motorsports Asphalt Series going to work. You do see some contact there on the front nose of Tyler Carnegie's ride as that thing's got some pretty good damage there. It's pretty crimpled up there on the front end as that Carnegie Towing and Repair ride. Got a lot of damage on it, unfortunately. But it looks like he's going to keep her out there on the racetrack, going to keep her going here. Only a little bit of sheet metal damage. Doesn't look like anything internal's gone wrong with that 161 ride. And he's going to keep on rocking and rolling right there in position number 4 and looking for more. It's Josh Peacock with another big restart there out of that P61 ride. Going to stay out in front as there you go. Carnegie up the racetrack there. Almost up into the outside wall as he's going to get passed here by Ryan Carnegie and Preston Williams to slide back a couple spots. He's going to try to stay right there in front of Will Klein as Klein trying to find himself a way up towards the front of the field. Good to see Will Klein having a good run here this evening in these super late models as he's got Aaron Benschneider, Jared Hughes, and Eric Eichstead back there behind him. But out in front, it's all Josh Peacock as Peacock continuing to lead the way here in this one. Peacock out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done here at the Paperclip. A beautiful looking field here. A lot of great drivers, a lot of solid runs here for some of these cars. As you see Joshua Ely right there in position number 3 on the racetrack in that 09 laser engraving Raggedy Ranch Milner Median Designs number 36 ride in position number 3. The Papa Mike Promotions machine looking very strong out there on the racetrack. You see Preston Williams right there behind him getting a piece of that outside wall as you see these brakes really starting to heat up here. See those brake rotors really starting to blow more and more and more, and that may become a factor later in this race. The harder you're on your equipment early on in this one, could see you fade away later on. Right now, Preston and a lot of these drivers having some very, very big heating issues possibly with those brakes on these cars. See how they can hold on to it as we're going to see the caution flag come back out here as it looks like Will Klein possibly having some issues in that 5 ride. It's him and Eric Eichstead going to come together. Eichstead almost going airborne there. 2 front tires up in the sky. 12 ride going to go around and the caution flag going to come back out. Some heavy, heavy damage here for Eichstead and for Will Klein as they come together. It looks like Will Klein just unfortunately sends it up the racetrack here in corner number 1 and 2, and that just kind of gets the whole thing out of sorts here as Eric Eichstead right there behind him. Not sure what he's going to do as 5 ride goes way up the racetrack. Eichstead down low, just trying to rebound from some earlier contact. Unfortunately, the 5 ride finds himself on the outside of the 12 ride, and I don't think Eric Eichstead really realized that 5 of Will Klein was going to be there, trying to get snug to the outside wall, and just ran out of room, and they both wash up into the outside fence, and a ton of damage there for that 12 ride. That car is absolutely destroyed on the whole front end, and the whole right-hand side of that car has seen some better days. As he's headed down pit side, he's going to roll back out onto the racetrack. The crew has brought out the spare car as they've quickly gotten it back together, looking brand new out there on the racetrack. The right setup installed already, and he's ready to rock and roll and continue on trucking here in this one as we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing here in just a few more moments. Woo! Already some pretty crazy racing action, man. These guys have been beating and banging and battling, trying to find every single run they can, trying to find every lane and every little bit of momentum out there on the racetrack that's absolutely possible. 161 ride getting up into the outside wall there. Again, Tyler Carnegie, we've seen him do that a couple times so far this evening, just getting up into the outside wall, scrubbing those tires against it and causing a lot of smoke as we're going to go back to green flag racing. A little bit of a broken restart up into the outside fence. Ryan Carnegie hard up into the wall. We're going to go right back into the caution flag here as some restart strategy coming into effect, and it's going to stack this field up. The 61 ride of Josh Peacock been firing a little bit early. This time he's going to settle back. The 91 ride of Tyson Pankow trying to time it out. Has to get checked up here himself. So doesn't the 36 of Josh Ely, and they all just kind of start running into each other here. Unfortunately, Ely with some pretty heavy rear end damage there. He's going to go around, but the 79 washes up the racetrack into Jared Hughes. There's Aaron Benschneider in there, Jared Hughes, the 12 ride of Eric Eichstead, and a bunch of tore-up race cars here on the front stretch. This is a parking lot down here. Absolute parking lot out there, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll get another look at this one and see from a different angle what's happened here on this restart. Let's see if we can get another good look right here. Everyone just getting piled up there. Happened so quickly that you really can't see much, but man, when it came down to it, nowhere to go for a few of these drivers, just stuck in the wrong spot at the wrong time, and unfortunately some pretty heavy damage here. Joshua Ely just trying to stay glued to the back bumper of the 61 ride. Unfortunately hammered down, had to get onto the binders, and everyone there behind him got into the back of the 36 ride, which spun him around, and a ton of tore up race cars. So we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Definitely going to see if the 91 ride of Tyson Pankow is going to try to time this restart perfectly again, or if he's going to try to lay back a little bit more, or see how aggressive he is on this restart. As you see the 61 ride of Josh Peacock, our race leader, he's the fire car. He's the one that's supposed to fire first and beat everyone else back to the start-finish line. If you beat that lead car back to the start-finish line, there is some penalties, so you got to be careful here on what you do on these restarts. You don't want to jump it too badly and beat him all the way there if he's holding back and waiting later to restart late in that Geico restart zone. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these drivers can hang on to these cars and time these restarts right as the lights have turned back off the official iRacing pace car. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here in this one as we're 30 laps in and 70 more laps left to go as the 161 ride continues to scrub that outside wall. I'm not sure what's going on there with that one or why he's doing that, but he's having a lot of fun doing it, and that's all that matters. We head down at a corner number 4. The 61 ride gonna fire, gets a great launch and quickly clears that 91 ride of Tyson Pankow. Pankow quickly trying to catch back up to the rear bumper here as everyone else spread out back there behind him, but a lot of good side-by-side battles here. 36 of Josh Ely trying to work himself back up towards the front of the field here. Stuck right in between Jared Hughes and that 12 ride of Eric Eichstead. Will Klein with a great run as the 5 ride up 5 positions into position number 5 here. Tyler Carnegie right there in position number 4 and looking for more as Preston Williams there in front of him. In the 19 ride, Tyson Pankow there in second, but it's all Josh Ely at the front of the field as Ely continuing to lead the way. We're going to jump into a quick PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers. We're going to crank it up here in this one. right, ladies and gentlemen, as we just hit a little over halfway in and halfway to go here in this one. Give a huge shout out to all these drivers with a wonderful crank it up session. These guys doing a great job all evening long. We'll get them stacked up, racked up here in this one. Out in front, it's still this 61 ride of Josh Peacock, as Peacock continuing to lead the way here in this one. Peacock out in front. Tyson Pankow, though, right there in position number 2. Continuing to put the pressure on these guys as, man, some great racing action all evening long. And it's coming right down to the wire here. Josh Peacock, Tyson Pankow once again going to duke it out for the win here in the Bulletproof Motorsports Asphalt Series. These guys going to continue to battle here nonstop. Preston Williams having himself a great run. Williams right there in position number 3. Tyler Carnegie there in position number 4. Josh Ely back there in position number 5 as Jared Hughes. Eric Eichstead, Will Klein, and Aaron Benschneider round out our field here of active drivers. Oh, no, there's the 79 ride as the Carnegie towing and repair. BC Racing, Benschneider Farms, number 79 ride still out there on the racetrack, coming back out there. Unfortunately, he is a lap or 2 down here. An unfortunate break there for the 79 riders. We did see him come down, make a green flag pit stop, but here he is looking very, very strong, trying to keep himself in a position to maybe advance a few spots here. If we get another caution flag, he might be able to jump up and make something happen here out of this evening still, as get that car back into one piece and looking very, very good out there on the racetrack. Also, huge shout out to Robert Carnegie coming in, hitting that subscribe button over there on YouTube. Robert, welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker Crew, coming in, smashing that sub button. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we continue to try to grow more and more and more on every channel. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys jump over, show us some love over on Facebook Gaming. Make sure you show us some love over there on YouTube and Twitch as well. So we're a little bit everywhere and continue to grow. We're slowly but surely trying to get to that 500 subscriber marker over there on YouTube Gaming. So make sure you look up that ad over there on YouTube and subscribe to your boy, as we're going to keep on rocking and rolling here. This race coming right down to the very bitter end of this one is my boy Curtin Sarah Turif. Curtis Turif coming in, resubscribing now for 6 months and celebrating his 6-month sub-anniversary here. Absolutely insane as our race leaders working around some lap traffic here. Their teammate in the Bulletproof Motorsports, JP Designs, 09 Laser Engraving, number 5 rider Will Klein going to go down a lap. Who's up the lane, gets to the outside there, lets them continue to battle it out here as our top 2, 1 and 2 here, nose to tail, continuing to duke it out, continuing to battle, put on a great show here for us. These guys continue to put on a great run. Cody Benschneider coming in, dropping that thumbs up on the stream as well. How are you, Cody? Cody coming in, showing the love here in this one as, man, some great racing action as these guys continue to duke it out at the front of the field. They got a huge lead now, almost 7 seconds between themselves and our 3rd place driver, the 19 of Preston Williams. As Williams trying to hold off that number 161 ride of Tyler Carnegie and the 36 of Joshua Ely. Jared Hughes right there in that battle as well as 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. He can throw a blanket over them. And a little farther back, about 5 seconds behind those guys, you see the 12 ride with some heavy damage again, but the 12 ride of Eric Eichstead out there on the racetrack, ready to rock and roll. Aaron Benschneider out there in position number 8. Unfortunately, he is a lap down and in that free pass position as he's worked himself back around the 5 ride of Will Klein, as Will Klein also down a lap and a couple laps down. You see that 79 ride of Ryan Carnegie, but out in front, it's still Josh Peacock. As Peacock continuing to lead the way here in this one, looking to try to pick up the checkered flag, but the caution flag is going to fly. The caution flag coming out here in this one. As we'll take a look and see what happened. Looks like Joshua Ely and Tyler Carnegie going to come together here. Going to bring out this caution flag. We'll get a good look at it here. The 161 ride goes off the racetrack a little bit. This 36 tries to poke his nose underneath to make a little bit of contact. Unfortunately, they're both going to wash down the track into the inside wall. The 161 ride parked sideways there on the racetrack is going to bring officially the caution flag out here, but Joshua Ely just trying to work himself forward, and that is Martinsville Racing right there. You get in there, you wash up the racetrack, you leave that bottom lane open. The car behind you is going to try to fill that hole and try to freight train you underneath. Unfortunately, the 161 Ryan tries to jump back down there and get that spot. You see Ely right there on the banking there on the bottom side of the racetrack, the concrete barrier. You can't really go too much lower than that without causing too much damage to the car or getting really bent out of shape. And unfortunately, running out of room there is the 161 trying to jump back into that hole and trying to keep that 36 right at bay. And unfortunately, some heavy damage for both of them and some contact. They both go around and we got them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Some pit stops underway here. You see Tyson Pankow down pit side. Same with our race leader, Josh Peacock. Peacock going to go with 2 tires here and back out onto the racetrack. Tyson Pankow also with the 2-tire stop. Going to come out first and second like they were. The 98 right at Jared Hughes going to come out in third. Preston Williams going to jump out there. He's going to come out in position number 4 and looking for more. You see Joshua Ely still down pit side. You see Eric Eichstedt. He's going to jump out and jump into that 5th or 6th position on the racetrack. Actually, 5th position. Josh Ely going to come out in 6th. Aaron Benschneider, he's going to get a wave around and back onto the lead lap here. He'll be in the 7th position. I do believe Tyler Carnegie down pit side. He's going to get some repairs and back out onto the racetrack himself here in that 161 ride. Ryan Carnegie also coming out of pit lane after getting some repairs and getting that car fixed up. We'll have to wait and see if we get some wave arounds and see if we can get some of these drivers back onto the lead lap. Late in this race, the caution flag coming back out here as we're rolling quickly up to 30 laps left to go here in this one as we'll get ready to stack them up, rack them up, get ready to go back to green flag racing here in this one. And some great racing action. These guys have been doing a great battle here at the front of the field. Josh Peacock and this 91 ride continuing to duke it out, continuing to battle here. Lap after lap after lap, nose to tail here for so many moments here throughout this race. They've been right there together. Right, so we'll have to wait and see. Looks like the lights are going to turn off the official iRacing pace car, so we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Look at these drivers stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing here in this one. 61 rider Josh Peacock going to look for another big restart here over Tyson Pankow and the rest of the field. Jared Hughes right there in position number 3 now as Preston Williams there in position number 4. You see the 79. He was thinking about seeing if he can get another wave around there. Not enough time as we're going to go back to green flag racing. He'll have to wait for the next caution flag and try to get going here again as the 61 with a perfect restart quickly hitting that pedal and launching out of corner number 4, shot out of a bullet there on the front straightaway and quickly trying to put a few car lengths between himself and that 91 rider Tyson Pankow. Pankow going to try to reel him back in, try to get right back to the rear bumper of that 61 machine. Preston Williams able to jump up into that 3rd spot as he clears the 98 of Jared Hughes as Hughes back there into position number 4 and looking for more. Joshua Ely there in position number 5, trying to rebound, trying to work himself back into the top 3 here in this one. Eric Eichstedt right there in 6. Will Klein there trying to hold on to 7th as he washes up the racetrack. Tyler Carnegie going to make that pass and jump into position number 7 as see Tyler Carnegie again with some heavy contact there on the right front. It seems like he just keeps getting in that outside fence here, even under the caution flag, as we just saw Eric Eichstedt or the 44 ride get into that outside wall as well, as unfortunately Aaron Benschneider is a lap down still in that 44 machine. He looks to try to get a wave around, possibly get back onto the lead lap here as, man, what a run, what a drive. Josh Peacock out in front, continuing to hold off that 91 ride. These two have been out in front all evening long as there goes Joshua Ely. Ely is going to roll, or going to go around here in corner number 4, just the rear end steps out, goes around for him in that Raggedy Ranch, Pomple Mike Promotions, Milner Media and Design, 09 Laser Engraving number 36 ride. Gonna go around, bring out the caution flag here once again, just losing the handle of that ride as he was right there trying to find a hole, trying to find a way up into position number 3 as right there on that battle and just Maybe getting onto the throttle a little too quick. Gets a little piece of that inside berm there. Concrete berm down on the bottom side of corner number 4. It looks like he bounces those left side tires off of it and goes for a spin there. Just loses rear traction and goes for a ride, as we'll get another look here at this 36 ride going for a spin. See him trying to angle it off, get a big run here, just hits that concrete barrier, loses the rear end, the rear tire spinning there, and unfortunately no traction gonna go around, as we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Yo, Dude Guy! My boy Dude Guy coming in, dropping that like on the stream. What's good, Dude Guy? Mr. Dude Guy 2.0 coming in, showing the love here in this one. Smashing that thumbs up over there on Facebook, coming in, showing the love here as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing here. The light's still on that official iRacing pace car, so we're going to get one more lap around here before we go back to green flag racing. But man, we are in for a treat here late in this one as these drivers stacked up, racked up, and ready to go to battle here. Gonna be a ton of fun to see how this one all plays out, as out in front, that number 61 P machine of Tyson Pankow looking to pick up the checkered, or of Josh Ely. But Tyson Pankow right there in second, looking to try to jump up here and take that top spot away. Man, some crazy, crazy racing here in this one between those two already in this one. See that 161 ride again, getting up into the outside wall here under the caution flag, as we're going to go back to green flag racing this time. At a corner number 4 is a big restart again for Josh Peacock. Peacock quickly onto the loud pedal here, trying to pull away from Tyson Pankow as the battle's on there for position number 3 on the racetrack. Jared Hughes trying to beat that number 19 of Preston Williams. Preston Williams trying to get himself up inside a podium here, trying to make it a Bulletproof Motorsports 1, 2, and 3 here to finish off the evening at Martinsville Speedway, as Josh Peacock continues to show him how to get it done. Tyson Pankow there in second as the caution flag is going to come back out here in this one. Looks like Aaron Benschneider and Ryan Carnegie coming together. Fortunately, some pretty heavy contact there for those drivers. As wowzers, that was a heck of a field goal right there by Elliott. Sorry, Jet, watching the Eagles game on another monitor, and just hit a 59-yard field goal to tie it up, 31-31 here in the fourth quarter against Buffalo. That is an absolutely crazy field goal. 59 yards. Absolutely insane. A lot of wind, a lot of rain. Wowzers. Perfect. We'll take a look back, see what happens here to the 44 ride of Aaron Benschneider and that 79. See them continue to battle here. The 44 door-to-door here of Will Klein down into corner number 1. Looks like a little bit of contact there, but between Klein and that 44 is going to spin Aaron Benschneider around the 79 ride, trying to get checked up in time. Not quite quick enough as he gets a piece of them and drives into the side of that 44 ride, but not a whole lot of damage to either of these cars. But he'll get a good look at it here as we'll jump right on board with Ryan Carnegie. As Carnegie down into corner number 1 here, sees that contact right in front of him, trying to get this car stopped. Unfortunately, can't get stopped quick enough and slams right into that left front fender of that Ford 44 ride. So we'll stack them up, rack them up, get ready to go back to green flag racing. Josh Peacock out in front, gonna have to hit another restart perfectly here. Gonna have to try to keep these drivers at bay, as Robert Carnegie coming in, dropping that follow over on Facebook. Michael Murdoch coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. Anthony Garf with that like on the stream as well over there on Facebook. As we got them stacked up, racked up, ready to go back to battle here in this one. Ace car going to make the hard left-hand turn back down pit side as we're going to see the green flag back out into the air here with 17 more laps left to go. Can Tyson Pankow find something, some way to jump up here and beat that 61 ride? He couldn't get it there on the restart. He's going to leave the bottom side open here, possibly for Preston Williams. I don't know what button I just hit, chat. Bear with me here. Oh my God, what did we just hit? Oh God. Alt-enter, oh my, that was, I don't know what button I just hit, but it just switched screens on me there. That was wild. I don't know what I just hit, but I'm all excited and pumped up for this one as out in front. It's the 61 ride, still of Josh Peacock. Tyson Pankow was able to hold off Preston Williams as Williams was looking down low there, trying to find a way around that 91 ride, but these two have been the class of the field all night long. That P61 of Josh Peacock, the 91 of Tyson Pankow. They've been nose to tail all evening. Pankow led a few laps early on in the race, but then the 61 ride of Peacock was able to jump out in front and take that lead. The 91 ride has been right there in second position here for a lot of laps, and now starting to search around the racetrack, maybe trying to find some different lines, maybe trying to find a way to jump up and make this pass or get a run to get right to the back bumper of that P61 machine. Jared Hughes now up into third here as Preston Williams got up and pancaked that outside wall. Unfortunately, that's going to get there. Bulletproof Motorsports 1, 2, and 3 finish possibly out of the question here as he's got some pretty heavy right front damage, but he's sticking right there to that back bumper of Jared Hughes. He's going to have to try to find a way back up and around that 98 ride. Eric Eichstedt up inside the top 5 now. And that Al's Auto Repair Eichstedt wraps number 12 machine as he's up inside the top 5. Joshua Ely right there on the outside of the top 5 looking in. That Milner Media Designs, Papa Mike Promotions, Raggedy Ranch 09 Laser Engraving number 36 ride. Will Klein in the Bulletproof Motorsports 09 Laser Engraving JP Designs ride there in 7th with Tyler Carnegie in the Carnegie Towing and Repair BC Racing. Ben Schneider Farms ride right there in position number 8. The Ben Schneider Farms of Aaron Ben Schneider ride there in position number 9 for the 44 ride as you see some pretty heavy damage still on that 44 machine, and Ryan Carnegie not having the evening he was hoping for here in the 79 in the Carnegie Towing and Repair BC Racing. Ben Schneider Farms number 79 ride is out in front. Is Josh Peacock continuing to lead the way here as the laps continue to get clicked down lap by lap by lap. This one coming to a close in a quick hurry as we hit 9 more laps left to go. 9 more laps here for Josh Peacock to be able to pick up the checkered flag, but we've seen it time and time again in real life racing. It's the bump and run. Do you think Tyson Pankow throws it? Do you think Tyson Pankow throws that big haymaker here in one of these closing laps? Maybe a little bit of a bump and run at the white flag to move the 61 ride up the racetrack, maybe up a couple grooves towards the outside wall where the 91 can shoot down underneath of them and try to run away with it. This thing's going to get very, very interesting here late in this race, but the 61 ride is hitting his marks, continuing to run that bottom lane perfectly here and continuing to try to keep that 91 ride maybe a car length or two behind him here as Tyson Pankow trying to reel him in here once again. Maybe has to get a little bit tighter, make that bump and run happen. Has to kind of be glued right to that rear bumper into the corner without really making it look malicious out there on the racetrack, driving in there a car length deeper than what he should to make that contact. But this one's going to come to a close here in a quick hurry. Is down at a corner number 4. We're going to see 5 more laps left to go here for these drivers as once again the top 2 out in front, broken away from the rest of the field. Josh Peacock, Tyson Pankow 1 and 2. Jared Hughes back there in 3rd, still 3 seconds back of our race leaders. Eric Eichstedt up into position number 4 and looking for more as Joshua Ely up into position number 5 now. Preston Williams there in 6th with Tyler Carnegie in 7th. Aaron Ben Schneider in 8th. Ryan Carnegie there in 9th. And Will Klein rounding out our field there in position number 10. As Josh Peacock slowly but surely trying to click him off here lap by lap by lap, hoping to see this white flag and the checkered flag here before that 91 ride can really get right to his back bumper. But things are going to get interesting as the Toyota Camry of Peacock out in front. You see the 91 getting right there to his back bumper in 3 and 4. That's where it may happen. He's maybe sizing him up, seeing what he needs to do, seeing how he needs to get it done here to make that bump and run work. Oh, there's some contact. The 61 gets loose. He keeps it pointed in the right direction, though. Pankow's going to lose a couple car lengths. He drives it in even deeper here into corner number 3 and 4. Trying to stay right there with him as down at a corner number 4. We're going to see the white flag fly one more time around here for Josh Peacock in the 09 laser engraving JP Designs Bulletproof Motorsports number 61, but his teammate Tyson Pankow right there behind him down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. They're going to go door to door here. A little bit of contact, but Pankow couldn't get there late in this one as Tyson Pankow coming up half a car length short here. It's Josh Peacock picking up the checkered flag this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up here for all these drivers putting on a great show here for us. But give it up for Josh Peacock picking up the checkered flag. What a run, what a race right there for Mr. Peacock as he's able to get it done. He's going to burn down the house here at Martinsville Speedway. He's going to claim the victory at the paperclip. Man, what a run, what a race. Tyson Pankow right there in second. Jared Hughes coming home in third as Joshua Ely in fourth. Eric Eichstead, Tyler Carnegie, Aaron Benschneider, Ryan Carnegie, Will Klein, and Preston Williams rounding out the field here this evening. Preston Williams was having such a great run, and unfortunately late in this race, taking that ride off the racetrack. So a tough break there for Preston Williams. But man, what a run for Josh Peacock. Don't wreck it now, Josh. You got to get your photo taken up there in victory lane. What are you doing? What are you doing, brother? He's destroying this car now late in the race as we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here. Man, some interviews coming up. And, I mean, Tyson Pankow, you don't want to wreck your teammate, but you want to be able to jump up there and try to make a show happen, try to make something happen late in this race. Each and every one of these drivers, whether they're teammates or not, late in these races, they all want to be up in victory lane. They all want to be up here, the first driver into the broadcast booth as we're going to see, there we go, our top 3 jumping up into the interview waiting room. We're going to get ready to pull our race winner in for his post-race interview here in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for Josh Peacock as we're going to pull our race winner up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Josh, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
We got you, brother.
Josh, my boy, what a run, what a race. Early on in this one, Tyson Pankow able to jump up, grab that lead early in the race. It didn't take you long, though. Within the first 10 laps, you're able to find a hole, get underneath of them, take that lead away. From that point on, you never really looked back, even though he was right there on your back bumper pretty much every lap of this race after that point, as he was right there glued to your rear end. Even with a bunch of these restarts, you're able to kind of launch better than he could, catching him flat-footed and being able to build that car length or two advantage. Slowly but surely, he would eat away at that and get right back to your back bumper, man. What was going through your mind throughout this race? And then late in this race, knowing that the 91 ride might make that bump and run move, we almost saw you go around there after the first attempt in 1 and 2, but late in this one, you're able to hold him off and pick up the checker flag.
Yeah, all them restarts early scared the shit out of me because, you know, I ain't gonna say I'm really good at restarts, and every once in a while Tyson will pull one out and, you know, fire off right beside you, and he has got the talent, especially on older tires, to really roll the outside to make something happen. But yeah, the restarts kind of made me scared. We got lucky on a lot of those, but yes, like I said, on older tires, he's really good in these things. And I knew late in the race I had to mind my P's and Q's and make sure I hit my marks. The one time he got me coming out of 2, I did push center, so I kind of, you know, had to settle the front end of the car, and then he got me, and I'm really glad I saved that. I was able to pull this one off.
Absolutely, you're able to pull this one off and just barely able to catch that ride, as we saw a lot of drivers through this one. You make that little bit of contact, especially through the rear bumper. You can lose the handle in the rear end in a quick hurry. You almost went around. You almost went for a slide there, but you were able to catch that car, keep it pointing the right direction, hold off your teammate in the 91 ride to pick up the checkered flag, man. Who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance here this evening?
All the boys back here at Bulletproof. You know, Tyson, Coach, he's not with us this week. He's out on a big old boat in the Caribbean. But Yeah, everybody comes out and runs with us. I'd give a shameless plug to JP Designs, putting this new wrap on the car. Traction by Boosted, Steve Bigler out in the Chicago area. Need any kind of their tire supplements, hit him up. 09 Engraving, Josh Ely. Who else am I forgetting? I always forget somebody. Coach's Discount PC Parts, and you doing a broadcast, and everybody that helped me put this deal together.
Absolutely, brother Josh, my boy. A great run, a great drive. Good to see you back up here in Victory Lane as you park that P61 ride into the Martinsville Victory Lane here this evening. Josh, a great run, a great drive. We can't wait to see you back out onto the racetrack next Sunday. Hopefully right back up here in Victory Lane and putting a beating down on the rest of the field here once again.
It's the plan. We made the points up tonight. With the win, we got an extra point and leading the lap, and I think leading the most laps. So we kind of evened the bonus points up on Mr. Panku. I think Jared, we should come out points leader. So we'll see how the rest of the season plays out.
Absolutely, Josh. Well, we look forward to seeing it, and we look forward to seeing you guys duking it out right down to the very last checkered flag of the season. But congratulations, picking up the checkered flag here in this one, my boy, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Sunday and the rest of your weekend.
You too, brother. I appreciate you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our race winner, Josh Peacock. Is Peacock picking up the checkered flag? What a run and what a drive there out of that P61 machine. Awesome commentating. Feels bad, buddy. I appreciate you coming in, showing the love here in this one. Our commentating, we take it serious here on Peacemaker Gaming as we're going to get ready to pull in our second place finisher. As we just saw Jared Hughes blow the motor out of the 98 ride, we're going to pull in Tyson Pankow, our second place finisher here in this one, and see what he says about the end of this race. Is, man, he was all over the back bumper of that 61 ride, trying to get the checkered flag, but coming up one spot short here in this one. Hey Tyson, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Tyson, my boy, some great racing action all evening long. You were able to lead some laps early on in this one, and then you sat right there in position number 2, staying glued to your teammate's back bumper, trying to find a way, trying to find a hole to be able to jump up there and take this lead away from them and get back out in front. Unfortunately, you just never found the hole. You never found the opportunity, even with maybe a little bit of a bump and run possibly there at a corner number 2 that one time. You almost went around. You're both able to keep it pointed in the right direction here and duke it out right to the very end. But, man, you were all over him here in this one. What did you need a little bit extra of to maybe make that pass?
He kept beating me off the corner, both ends of the racetrack, and I couldn't figure that out. What I needed to do for the bumping around the work is to shove him off into the corner just a little bit to get him to move up. When I hit him just in the wrong spot and got him sideways, which is I don't want to win that way, and I don't want to take something away from him that way. And it doesn't matter who I'm racing with. I just don't want to do that. I was better getting in, and he was way better getting off. And with that, there ain't much you can do. We were pretty evenly matched as far as lap times, I think. Just he was better getting off, and you can't get to someone's bumper getting into the corner if you're not there. So second it was tonight.
Absolutely, as you're right there on his back bumper. You didn't want to make that contact and take him out or take yourself out of contention of the win here in this one, but it came right down to the wire. You stayed glued right to his back bumper, trying to find a way, trying to find a hole, hoping for a mistake out of the 61 ride. You never got it, but you're able to park that 91 ride back up here on the front stretch. Another podium finish here for you. Tyson, who would you like to thank for another great run and another great drive here this evening?
I think Bulletproof Motorsports, all the guys back there, they keep the team going, and Josh Peacock for putting the league on, you for the broadcast, Coach's Discount PC Parts for keeping the computer clean and running, 09 laser engravings. I can never remember that. Ely does good work. He's got hats, and he does coasters and all kinds of stuff. Hit him up if you're looking for something a little special for the holidays. You for the broadcast, you do an amazing job. It's a little small league, not many guys. You still come in and do it like it's 100 cars on the racetrack, and I appreciate that, and I'm sure Peacock does too, and everybody back at Bulletproof Motorsports.
Absolutely, brother. Always my pleasure seeing you guys out there on the racetrack. And whether or not it's 10 cars, 20 cars, or 1,500 cars, man, you guys make it fun no matter what. You guys make it interesting out there on the racetrack. And another interesting one here in this one, we were waiting for you to make that move, waiting for you to maybe make that bump and run and try to find a way to get around them, as I know even though you guys are teammates, man, you still want to be in victory lane. You still want to get the one up on your teammates and have that little bit of a bragging chip over top of them.
Yeah, I just, man, I don't like racing that way. You know, if I got to rough you up a little bit, it's Martinsville, it's short track, I'll do it. But I don't want to spin no one out, and I don't want to be spun out. So, you know, if I'd have done that to him, and we got Richmond, I think next week, and he'd have got me back. I mean, Peacock's just as fast as I am, so he would have caught me and done it to me, and I don't want that. It was a good points night, and that's, you know, that's all I can hope for, and maybe I can climb my way back in the top 3 in points and go from there.
Absolutely, brother. Well, Tyson, a great run, a great drive here, and a solid second place effort. We look forward to seeing you back out on the racetrack next weekend, maybe right back up here in the broadcast booth, maybe one spot better and in victory lane.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, Tyson. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Oh, and also, shout out to you for the 200 stars the other day as well, brother. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. I thought it was live. I was a little sleep deprived when I sent it, and I sent it. I'm like, well, hell, he's not even live.
Yeah, no, I wasn't even live, man. But it was like kind of perfect timing. I was literally just buying a brand new couch at the Brick at the exact same time. And I'm like, notification, receive new stars. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Fan couch just said 200 stars. Well, thanks, bro.
Not a problem, buddy.
The couch, bro. Well, thank you, and hopefully we'll see you back up here next weekend.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our second place finisher, the number 91 rider, Tyson Pankow. Pankow coming home here in position number 2. What a run and what a drive there out of that number 91 ride. And yo, a huge shout out as well to my boy Feels Bad Buddy over there on Twitch, coming in, dropping that Prime sub as well. Huge shout out and a huge let's go, baby, to my boy Feels Bad Buddy, coming in, showing the love here in this one. I appreciate you dropping that Prime sub and becoming part of the PeaceMaker family, PeaceMaker sub club here tonight in this one. Man, what a crazy race, and crazy Feels Bad Buddy. I like that. I like the new name for you. It feels good, buddy, because that felt really good seeing you come in and show the love with the Prime sub. Man, that is definitely a bright spot on the day here in this one. I appreciate you coming in, showing the love. As we'll get ready to pull in our third place finisher, Jared Hughes, waiting patiently here in the broadcast waiting booth. Mr. Ely says, we tried. It's Mr. Peacock coming in with that like on the stream. Brenda Williams coming in with that like as well. My boy, dude guy, Brian, coming in, dropping that double like. I appreciate you, Brian, coming in, showing the love here again in this one, as we're going to get ready to pull in the 98 ride of Jared Hughes up into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview. Hey, Jared, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Jared, man, a good run and a good race. We saw a bit of a up and down day for you. You know, you moved around the field here quite a bit, but late in this race, you're able to find another gear, pick up a few extra spots there as you battled with the 19 rider Preston Williams and Joshua Ely, Eric Eichstead, and Tyler Carnegie for a lot of laps here throughout the evening, man. You guys were running nose to tail there for quite a while and able to keep yourself out of trouble for the most part and come home with a solid top 3 run here in this one.
Yeah, I couldn't keep it together there at the start. I was running people over left and right, but there towards the end, I started to get it together, and Preston was killing me on the restarts. I couldn't stay up next to him going into turn 1 or 2, and got pretty lucky when I got room underneath of him and got going, and there was no catching Josh or Tyson. Them guys were so fast tonight.
Absolutely. Yeah, Tyson and Josh in a world of their own here in this one, but got to feel good to be able to come out on top here between you and all the other drivers in the field. We saw a lot of other great talented drivers duking it out here at Martinsville and able to still come home in third after, a solid run and a solid effort with a bit of an up and down day. It's got to feel pretty dang good.
Yep, it does. I'm second in points. I don't know what I am now, so I was a little worried there at the start, and the second time I turned someone and I was at the back, but I suppose I got pretty lucky. I only took two tires on that restart, and that helped a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, Jared, a great run and a great drive here in this one for you. Who would you like to thank for such a great performance here this evening?
Well, I want to thank Bulletproof Motorsports and all them guys over there. They've been helping me a lot with this stuff. I'm pretty new to iRacing, and Josh Peacock for putting it on, and for you broadcasting this. And I got some family that watches, and they really enjoy it.
Beauty. Well, we appreciate them tuning in and watching you guys duke it out here every Sunday. Jared, a great run, a great drive. Hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth next Sunday, maybe a couple spots better and up here in Victory Lane yourself.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Beauty. Jared, enjoy the rest of your evening.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our third place finisher, Jared Hughes. Is Hughes coming home here in position number 3. What a run, what a drive, what a race here by all these drivers, man. A ton of fun and a great ending to this one as Tyson Pankow trying to find a way around Josh Healy. Never found it, unfortunately. As Peacock, actually, I said Josh Ely, is Pankow trying to find a way around Josh Peacock here all evening long. He never was able to find the right way to get around that 61 ride without contact or moving him up the racetrack or spinning him out there. So a good run and a good race and a very respectful battle there between teammates at the front of the field. But man, what a run and what a race, man. That was a lot of things. I see you thinking about me. I can see the screen. I saw your comment. So like I saw Josh Ely on this screen and not this screen. And you just need to change your name, I guess. We can't have 2 Joshes. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But, man, a great race nonetheless, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate you guys coming in, showing the love with the likes, the shares, the comments, the resubscribers, and the subscribers coming in. Obviously, my boy over there on Twitch coming in, dropping that prime sub. The Feels Bad Buddy coming in, showing the love here in this one. And huge shout out to all of you guys for tuning in and making this a very, very fun, very awesome evening. And huge shout out to all these drivers putting on a wicked, wicked show for all of us to watch here in this one. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it there. On that note, we're going to be back live here in about an hour or so. We're going to go back to Green Flag Racing, and we're going to be back live here with some NASCAR trucks. Not on the pavement. Not on the pavement. I know we've already done 2 pavement races today, but we're going to be back on the dirt with the NASCAR trucks here later on this evening. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll see you guys there, and hopefully I'll see you guys in that broadcast for another wicked, wicked night of racing. Anyone wanting to run, get up with me, it's a good time. Absolutely, absolutely, Peacock. I was trying to get these guys in here, trying to get all my other buddies in here to race with you guys, man, to make it that much better, that much more competitive, and that much more fun for all the fans at the stands to watch you guys duke it out. And hopefully we can gain more and more and more before the end of the season, brother. That's the goal. Always grow for not only myself, but every one of these leagues that we're a part of, man. And that's always the goal. That's always the goal. But listen, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see you guys all back here in just a little bit. Peace out. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, peace out for now here in this one. Hell yeah, it says Feel Bad Buddy. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Coming in showing the love.
Nero, it's beautiful.
It's a wavy. Oh, I get it. You think you got it all figured out. You don't need me no more. I'll roll out. Here's my number. I wrote it down. You can call if things turn around. This lifestyle, no, I needed to bounce back and say fuck love. I smoke too much. I think too much. I'll drink until I numb. But that's the way it go. And you an angel with that little halo. Girl, we should lay low. Well, if you say so. Feds come, his case closed. That lover ain't go. Every time we argue, I know that she right. Flex with your ex when I know I'm your type. Broke up your friends, kinda ruined your life. This do or die, I memorize. Oh, I get it. You think you got it all figured out. You don't need me no more, I'll roll out. Here's my number, I wrote it down. You can call if things turn around. This lifestyle, no, I needed to bounce back and say fuck love. I smoke too much, I think too much. I'll drink until I numb. This lifestyle, no, I needed to bounce back and say fuck love.